What's happening? It's Vick. It's been a while since I did one of these keynotes. I understand. I'm actually long overdue for this keynote. 4 keys in prospecting business partners. Okay, business partners, whether to be a referral partner, whether to get into your business and help you grow the business, whether it's a partner, any type of partnership. Okay, 4 keys in prospecting business partners, because when you're looking for a business partner, you're technically prospecting them. You're trying to see if they work good with you and if you work good with them. Okay, so 1, prospect up. Okay, on the prospecting scale of 1 to 10, you need to find out where you are on the scale. If you're a 5 or a 6, you can't prospect a business partner who's a 4 or 3. You see what I'm saying? They don't get you. They don't understand you. And maybe they can come to understand you. Maybe they can come to a point where, okay, I understand what you're trying to do. I get the business model. I understand the way everything works. But they might not work as hard as you do. See what I'm saying? Now you're kind of just dragging them to the finish line. And I'm not saying that they're not worth it. What I'm saying is that when you're building your business and you're coming up from the ground up, you don't always have that luxury to drag people to the finish line. You don't have that luxury to convince people. You got to go with the people who are already convinced. You don't want to try to convert someone. You got to go with someone who's already converted. See what I'm saying? So you got to prospect up. Because if you're a 5 or a 6 on the prospecting scale of 1 to 10, then your 7, 8, 9, and 10 people already get you. They already understand what you're trying to do. They already understand. They're already business minded. They're already wealth minded. You see what I'm saying? So they already get you. So when you're prospecting up, yes, at first you're gonna suck, because these are people that, you know, it's like working at McDonald's. You're a brand new worker. Everybody knows that feeling when you're a brand new worker and you're talking to the manager or the owner of the shop. You get those nerves, you know what I'm saying? You get nervous. You're just like, oh, okay, I don't know. You watch what you say. You watch where you step. You watch what you do. I don't know about you, but that's how it is with me. Like whenever I start a new job and I'm talking to the boss, or I'm talking to someone who's been there for years, I watch what I say. I'm myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm myself, but it's a little harder for me to kind of like relate, to get into that vibe where it's like, okay, I know who you are. I know that I can be comfortable, you know? At first, I'm just kind of walking on eggshells. And that's what's going to happen when you're prospecting up. You're going to kind of walk on eggshells until you get better. Everyone sucks when they first start out. Don't get me wrong. Everyone sucks when they first start out. But as you keep going, you'll get better and better and better. And you always got to keep going. Now, I'm a strong believer in, you know, progressing in whatever you're trying to get better at. Number 2, value yourself enough to give yourself 100% raise. Guys, if you walk into your boss's office and you tell them, hey, look, I want a 25% raise on my next paycheck, or I'm walking out, what are they going to tell you? My boss, he would probably think about it. You know, if I had a boss, or my old boss, he'd probably think about it. But if I walked into his office the next day and I said, hey, look, I want a 50% raise or I'm walking out, he would probably laugh at me. Okay, if I walked into his office and said, hey, look, I want a 75% raise or I am walking out right now, you know what he would tell me? He'd say, okay, it was nice to have you. Appreciate the work. You have a good day now, Vic. You know what I'm saying? So value yourself enough. When you're working for yourself, when you're your own boss, when you have your own business, when you're running your own company, you are in charge. You decide if you're worth it to give yourself 100% raise. And when you're saying that, no, I'm not worth it, the only person that can say that you're not worth it is you. You're the owner. You're the one in charge. So the only person who's not going to give you that raise is yourself. So when I ask you to value yourself enough to give yourself 100% raise, I'm telling you to put in the work that is required to give yourself 100% raise. Prove it that you are worth 100%. And you know how you prove it? It's through the actions that you do. It's through the results that you get. Do your sales tell you that you're worth 100% raise? Is the effort you're putting in showing that you're worth 100% raise? And if you are worth 100% raise, if you value yourself enough to give yourself 100% raise, then why do you not have that 100% raise? Why is it that every month you're not increasing your sales? Why is it that every month you're not getting better and better and better and better? Value yourself. Because nobody values you more than you're going to value yourself. And I believe in you as much as I believe in myself. So you have to value yourself to give yourself a 100% raise. That means that you need to put in the work to get that 100% raise. If you made $2 this month, work hard enough to make $4 next month, and $6 the month after that, and $8 a month after that, and $10 a month after that. Always be increasing 100% of the time. No one else can say that you are worth that 100% raise but you. No one can stop you from being worth 100% raise but you. Educate business owners and know your plan of attack. Look, guys, you can't, when you're going to go talk to a business owner, you're prospecting a partner and they're a business owner, they don't want you to sell anything to them, for one. Two, you can't wing it. You can't sit in the waiting room and make up your script right there and then. You see what I'm saying? No, there's research involved. You know what I'm saying? There's planning involved. There's practice involved. You need to do all the research that you can on this person before you even walk in. Remember now, you're prospecting up. This person is higher on the prospecting scale, so you got to do some research, not only on that person, but on the business as well, on their industry as well. Does your product or services meet the needs that their business or industry is suffering in? Can you help them where they're at? Okay, educate the business owner. Educate the business owner. Okay, here's an example. I'm in real estate investing. Okay, so if you're a realtor and you want to come work with me, you're gonna educate me on the market. You're gonna educate me on sell prices in the area. You're gonna educate me on the different developments that are happening where I'm investing. You're gonna educate me. You're not gonna try and sell me your services. You're not gonna try and tell me, hey, look, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest realtor that ever lived here on the island. I am the best, and this is why you want to work with me, because I'm getting 100% of my sales closed. I'm showing you all these off-market properties. No, you're educating me. You're telling me, look, I know where this development is happening, and I know that there's a new complex coming up. I know that you're going to be building a new condominium over here. That tells me that you know what you're doing. I don't have time as a business owner. I don't have time to learn every single aspect of my industry. Okay, as a business owner, I'm going to stick to a single thing, a single like path. Okay, I'm going to learn a single thing, which is investing in real estate. I'm not going to learn investing in real estate. I'm not going to learn, the funding and the banking and how this works and how that works and how the market, rises and falls. It's like, yes, I know all of that, but I'm not going to study it intensely the way a realtor would study the market, or the way a banker would study banking, or the way someone who wants to be a lender will study funding and different lending options. I'm gonna dabble in it, but I don't know everything about it. So when you come to me, or when I come to you, I want to give you the education and show you that our two industries can help each other. Our two industries can work together. And the only way you can do that is if you educate the business owner. You don't tell them what to do. You don't try to sell them on something. You educate the business owner. Because I can tell you that most of the time, the business owner does not know what the F you are talking about. If you're just trying to sell them something, they don't know that your product or service is right for them. They don't know what it does. You're telling me this product or service is just a bomb diggity. I don't know what it does. I don't know how it's gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let them know. You gotta tell them. You gotta educate them on the product and service. This is what it does. Can you see how it works together with your industry? Okay. And then you need to identify the key person. Who is the key person in this business? In that industry, who is the key person? If something were to happen to you today, would your business continue to run? And if you tell me yes, as long as this person is there, that's the key person. Identify that key person. Identify that key person. That's the person you need to talk to or you need to talk about. Okay? That's the key person. Who influences what happens when the boss is not around? Okay? So something were to happen to my wife. Something were to happen to my wife. I would need to stop working to take care of my wife and to continue to do whatever she was doing, whatever she does for my household, for my life, for, our family. That means I would need to learn how to wash clothes. That would mean I would need to learn how to, if your wife is the one that brings in the income when you're starting up your business, you would need to start bringing in that income that she used to bring in. If your wife used to take care of the kids while you were at work, now you need to take care of the kids. You see, now your time is being taken away from the business. So that means that it infects you. I mean, not infects you, but it influences you. It changes what you're going to do with your time. So who's the key person? Your wife. Your wife. Because if something happens, your CEO, your chief of everything officer, if something happens to that person, your business is going to suffer because now you need to come away. That's the key person. Make sure that key person is taken care of so that you can take care of the business. Or if you tell me, hey, look, if something were to happen to my wife, I'd have this person there to take care of my business. That person is a key person. Okay? So if something happened to your wife and that person, what happens to your business? It'll suffer, right? Because not only do you need to be over here with your CEO, your chief of everything officer, your wife, but you don't have that person who's supposed to be there if you ever left. So now you're hurting. Now you're hurting. That's who you need to take care of. Who takes care of the business? Who influences it? If something were to happen to them, that's the person you need to take care of. That's the key person. Okay? 4 keys in prospecting business partners. You need to prospect up. You value yourself to give yourself enough, to give yourself a 100% raise. 3, educate business owners and know your plan of attack. Guys, you can't wing it, all right? Can't wing it. 4, identify the key person. Identify the key person. Hope that helped. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. All right. Other than that, have a great day. Shoots.